Hopefully you guys can hear me. I kind of have it set up a little bit in a weird angle here because the car is a little bit smaller than what I had hoped for. I hope they could have just sat right there on the windshield and it would have been fine, but kind of had to angle it a little upside down. But if you guys could see me and you guys could hear me, then we're fine. Now, this is gonna be a new series that I'm starting on YouTube. Just because I want to, just start talking more on YouTube, getting more videos out there that are easier to work on. So I took a lot of inspiration from Sam Sulek. If you guys watch his workout videos, you'll know that most of his workout videos are just, it starts with him just driving to the gym, chatting with the viewers, and then afterwards, then he'll have a little workout part of it. And I really enjoy those videos. I enjoyed the car talks, and then I enjoy seeing some of the workout stuff later on. But I took inspiration from that and I'm gonna use it the same way, but I'm gonna add a little bit trading into it. So mine will be, we'll start with the car talk and we'll go over the trades that I take in the morning. So I usually trade in the morning before I even, go out or anything. So we'll go over my trades for the day and then I'll pop them up on the video right here so you guys can see what trades I'm talking about. So I'll pop those up there so we can talk about them first. So that'll be the first part of these type of videos, right? Will be like the trade talk. And then I'll do like a topic or answer a question that any of you guys had in the comments or anybody messages me, or just some good topics to talk about in the trading scene, right? So, that'll be trading, there'll be, trading talk, and then little just helps, tips and, little strategy talks, anything related to trading that we could talk about, we'll be talking about it. And then in the end of the video, I'll do a little segment where I'm breaking down the real chart on the computer just to give you guys a little insight on my trading style later in the video. Because, if you come to this channel, it's because you want to see trading stuff. You don't want to just see me, talking in a car the whole time. So I'll add some of the trading strategy in the end, right? But I'll put it in the end. That way you guys can watch this. You at least you can hear me talk, or some of you might just skip through it. But to be honest, at least you're watching it, right? But we'll start the day. We'll start from right here. This will be episode 1. I'm not sure what I'm calling the series yet. I'll come up with a name, in production when I'm editing the video, and then we'll go from there. But we'll do like episode 1 or whatever it's called, and then I'll probably do it in segments. So I'll do maybe 30 episodes, and then we'll change the name and then start a different type of thing, and then just go from there. To be honest, this is more like a test one to see how it goes, see if you guys enjoy these type of talks, and if not, then we'll just go from there. To be honest, I kind of enjoy it. I feel like this is much easier to make than the other type of videos. I'm still gonna drop some of those videos. Like if you guys have been on my YouTube already, you've seen the style of the videos that I post. I'm still gonna do those, but I'll probably do 1 or 2 a week, and then I'll try to make this a daily thing. The car talks will be a daily thing. So yeah, we'll go from there. But I feel like I'm rambling. Let's talk about today's trade. Today is Friday, October 18th, right? And we had 3 break-even trades today on gold. It was really choppy today. Earlier in the day, I missed the first trade, so I 8 in the morning. I got up on the charts and I was watching gold. I broke it down and it was looking clean, and I just didn't end up taking the trade because it's a little bit outside of my trading time. I usually like to start around 9, but I was up early, so I just started looking at 8. I should have taken it. All my confluences matched up. The strategy matched up. I like the way it broke out. So I should have taken the buys, but I didn't take it. And then I entered a little bit later on. I entered, I believe, both buys at one point, and then I entered sells. They both came back and broke even. I think the highs I got to was maybe 25 points, 30 points, and then it reversed and took me out. So, today's topic, we'll be talking about break even. When is it a good time to break even? Should you break even? Because I've heard some people say either stop loss or take profit. And don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with that, right? Everybody has their own strategy. Everybody does their own thing. But me personally, I'm a big break even guy, right? Since I do more scalping wise, that means you're hoping for momentum to take you, right? If momentum is taking you, then the trade really shouldn't be coming back to your entry if you got a good entry, right? But we are scalping, we are on the 5 minutes, so you're more than likely your entry should be pretty good, right? So my thing is, once I hit that 101, I break even no matter what. So for example, on these trades right here, I was risking 20 points on my stop loss, right? So on 20 points, as soon as it hits that 20 points in profit, I'm break even already. Just because I don't like losing the trade, right? I rather break even. Oh, I almost ran over a squirrel right there, guys. You guys should have seen that. We're in in the middle of the town. I don't know how there's a squirrel out here. But what was I saying? No, it's fucking squirrel. But yeah, so I like to break even once I'm to the 101, right? I don't like to break even right away. Like as soon as you're profitable and break even, no. give the trade a little time, to marinate, give it a little time to do what it wants to do, and then you go ahead and break even. So I'd prefer the 101 break even. If you guys are anything other than that, of course it works. But me personally, after 6 years of doing this is what works for me, right? Guys, I can only speak on my experience, right? I can only speak on what works for me, what's gotten me paid out, what's gotten me money from the markets, and that's all I can speak on, right? So for me, breaking even at the 101, honestly, it saved me so many times. For example, today, it was 3 trades, all break even. But if I would have held, stop loss would have got hit, So that right there was a save alone in itself. So that's why, to me, why I keep doing the break evens, just because every time I break even, more than likely, I'll say 85% of the time, the trade will go to stop loss, right? Rarely, there is a couple times, there is that other little percentage where it will come take me out, and then it'll go to TP, right? And it happens. That's something that you just can't get mad about. That's part of trading. That's part of the game. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. Just break even 101. Try it. See how it works out. See if everybody's strategy is different. So even if you're on your strategy, for me, example, it works. That break even works. Maybe on yours it doesn't work. Maybe your entries aren't as good, or maybe you even have better entries, so your break even actually never really gets hit. There's tires on the road. I don't know what is going on today, guys. It is a Friday, definitely. There's stuff everywhere today. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much what I want to talk about, just the break even. And I really consider break even being one of the biggest tips I have. A lot of traders really don't want to break even, and I feel like it's like a mindset thing. It's not like, I'll say greed, because like you don't want to get out of the trade, right? You want to be in the trade just in case it does hit TP, but sometimes you just gotta know when to let go. So guys, break even more. Try it out, back test it, or just go 1 week of your trading and just try to break even once you hit that 101. Tell me how it goes. Like, does it go back and hit your stop loss, or does it, just tap you out, boom, it hits your break even, and then it drops to your TP? Little things like that, just to see where everybody's mindset is at, just to see how everybody's trading is a little bit different, because either way, everybody's trading is not going to be exactly the same. So for, like I said, for some people it might work, for me it doesn't work. And that was about it, guys. Today it was a Friday, so I wasn't really trying to go too much. So I wasn't upset that I was at break even, that it took me out at break even 3 times, because it is Friday. It's the end of the week. I was just trying to get a little profit before the week closed. But honestly, I'd rather break even and then take 2-3 L's on the end of the week, because now you just ruined the whole week. Whatever. No, it doesn't matter how good you do it at the beginning of the week. Finishing off on a Friday with 3 L's is just, you're not gonna be happy about it. So now you're gonna go into the weekend all upset. You're going to come in on Monday trying to make back what you just lost on Friday. So it makes it even worse. So now you're even setting yourself up for failure for the following week. So that break even, honestly, I'm fine with it. I'm not going to, be upset about it. I'm not going to come in on Monday and be like, oh, I need to get those 3 back, those 3 break evens back. I'm just not going to come like that, because, it wasn't that big of a deal. I didn't lose money. And honestly, one thing I do want to talk about while we're on it, I set my trades to break even. I have them up here. I don't know how long I'll keep the trades up there. Maybe I'll just leave them in the beginning, but you guys can see it. Most of them got taken out. One thing I want to talk about is the spread. Jeez, isn't spread so annoying? Like, these trades took me out. One took me out like at 0. One took me out plus like $20, and one took me out at like negative 200. And I know, when price moves really fast, and depending on the lot size you use, the spread is gonna take you out differently. But I feel like that's only when my stop loss happens, right? Like, anytime it's my stop loss, of course, it's going to get spread, right? You're going to get, boom, minus 200 at a break even. But when it comes to my take profit, and I put my take profit at like 5,000, of course, it's always shy of the 5,000. It's like 4,600, 4,700. I never get that exact 5,000. But for my stop loss, it's always way afterwards, right? Which is annoying, but like I said, guys, it's just rambling. It's just stuff that you got to get used to when you're trading, especially if you're trading big lot sizes. Like anything above, I'll say like a 5, like a 5.0 lot size. Anything above that, guys, you're gonna have to deal with these problems. So if you guys are new, if you guys aren't used to trading big lot sizes, or you're starting out, or even if you are a little more experienced and you have this problem, just know it's part of the game. There's nothing you can do about it. What I tended to do was I lowered my lot size a little bit, just to account for that spread, right? Account for those fees that are gonna come into your account because of the lot sizes, right? So for example, technically, if I want to risk 20 points, right, on, let's say, gold or whatever I want to, right, let's say I want to risk 20 points, and after those 20 points, I want to be able to lose 2,000, right? With those 2,000, technically, you should be using a 10.0, right? But because of the spread, and because of the fees, and because of all of that, I'd rather just use a 8.0. Give me a little buffer, like $400 or $500 of buffer, because I know once my stop loss gets hit, it's gonna go above it, right? I was using 10.0 last week, and guess what? I kept getting hit at 2,200, 2,300, 2,700 sometimes, right? Because the spread would just hit that stop loss and it would go even more up, right? So I was like, okay, I was accounting for a $2,000 stop loss, right? I wasn't accounting for a $2,700 stop loss. So now I'm messing up all my numbers, and I just didn't like that. So I was like, you know what? Let me lower the lot size a little bit just to take into account that. And guess what? Now I'm getting hit at a 17. I'm getting hit at a 16. Better numbers, you know what I mean? I'd rather go under the 2,000 than above the 2,000, because then it just messes up the whole plan, you know? But let me know, guys, if this is something that you guys, struggle to, when the spread takes you out like crazy. I've seen it. One of my friends, he had a trade place, but this was during news. That's another thing. Like, he was trading news. You shouldn't be trading news at all, but he was trading news, and it slipped him, and he got slipped almost like $1,000. So I was like, geez, that is a lot of money to get slipped like that, right? The slippage is basically what I mean by spread, guys. It's like the slippage, you know what I mean? Spread is when you get into it. Slippage is when it takes you out before you're even to your thing. You get slipped by that little amount, and then when the news comes out, you get slipped by a lot. It's just little things like that. That's what I mean when I'm talking. But other than that, guys, that's not too bad. I don't know if you guys want me to break down the break-even trades today. I'm looking for parking right now. We're at the store shopping. Most of these car talks are also going to end up into, day in the life of a real life, full-time trader, because I've seen a lot of full-time trading where people are just like, oh, I wake up 6 in the morning, start meditating, read the Bible, and do some crazy stuff, which is, guys, honestly, that is not true. Those are marketers. Those are the people that are doing this for clicks. Those people are not really trading. I mean, some of them might be, but from my experience, they're not trading, right? Those people that wake up at 6 in the morning, meditate, do the nice YouTube video, do all that fancy stuff, it's not like that, guys. I wake up, I trade, and most of my days I'll just go. Afterwards, I'll do the gym, I'll come back, work on videos, work on content, do stuff like that. Honestly, it's just a chill day. Maybe on the weekends we get a little bit crazy, go out with the cousins, go out with the friends, see what, we got planned. But honestly, the thing about trading is, if you have a good strategy and you have a trading plan, trading is not going to account for a lot of time of the day, right? For example, me, I only trade for about 2 hours in the morning. And since I trade in the morning, once I'm done trading, that's it, I'm done. I don't go back into the markets. I don't keep looking at the charts, because the more you look at the charts, the more you want to get in, and you want to avoid all that. So just don't even open the charts up, right? Unless I'm working on content, I won't open them up. And so you got to find something to do with your time, right? Go to the gym, just find other projects to work on. And now you're going to drive yourself crazy, especially if you're doing this full time. You're going to have a lot of free time. You're not going to know what to do, and you're going to end up watching Netflix on the couch and just being unproductive for the entire day. So I recommend, guys, just finding something to do. And yeah, guys, this will be episode 1. I'm going to keep this one short. As for time, I'm not sure how long I want to keep these videos going for. I was thinking in the mindset of like 15 to 30 minutes as I talk. As we get better through this, this is the first video, so we'll just see how it goes. We'll practice, and then we'll go from there, right? I will have a little break-even chart work in the end, so you guys can see my break-even charts. But that's about it, guys. Leave in the comments below any topics, any questions that you guys would like for me to address in the next video. And hopefully we can make this a daily thing if you guys enjoy this. So I'll see you in the next one, guys. Peace. Alrighty, guys, we're in a little after production where I was editing the video, so I'll add on the little breakdown. It'll be a quick breakdown on this one. I don't want to do too much because it was a break-even trade, and this was Friday. We're already on Monday, so a couple of days late already anyway. So basically, we caught buys and sells. I doubled up on the sells, and then I caught a buy here. So I'm gonna explain to you guys what happened. Remember, throughout the whole video, we were talking about break-even, right? So obviously, I saw this. We were hitting the London highs over here, right? This is before market opened. This is 8 a.m. We broke to the top side, right? So breaking on this top side, that's giving me an indicator that price does want to get into that bullish right here. That price does want to get into that bullish range right here, right? So we see price push up, pull back heavy, and now I'm marking it with a trend line. We mark it with our trend line now, right? Boom. Now I'm just waiting for a break of the trend line, a retest of the trend line for me to take my buys, right? So I ended up taking my buys down here a little bit early, but nonetheless, still pretty good buy. Well, I took it right here on this candle. So I took it right here on this candle, this previous candle right over here where the cursor is at. Price pushed up about, how much did it go up from entry? It went up about 21 points, right? I told you I 101 we break even, so 21 points. I came and I broke even, and then price came back with a big old bearish candle and just completely took us out, right? After taking us out, price did push up. Nonetheless, guys, it's okay because, like I said, guys, I'm okay with the break even. I'm not okay with taking the loss, right? So it sucks because we were right in the right bias, but and this would we would still stayed in, but it's one of those things where, hey, there's nothing you can do about it, right? So price broke me even and then pushed up to our favor, so TP would have been hit on that trade. Afterwards, I see, okay, price is pushing up, pushing up, pushing up, and I'm hoping to catch the retest, right? Because I thought price was going to retest somewhere around this zone right here, so I was hoping to catch a little retest just to make up for that break even trade, right? So I tried to take sell on the bearish candle right here just because I saw a lot of pressure coming up. Price pushed up, completely rejected, candle closed bearish. So I decided to enter on that candle, right? The closure of the candle. Right after entry, we moved up to about 15 points and I broke even. I know I said 20 earlier, but on this trade, since I was trading against the trend, obviously, you know, it is a bullish trend. I'm trading against them because I only want a little retest. I wasn't in this for the long run. So I decided to close. I decided to break even, excuse me. Decided to break even right away as soon as it started pushing up in my favor, and then price completely just came back and took me out at break even. This was a double up trade. I think one entry was there, one entry might have been a little bit more up here, but that's about it, guys. The reason I doubled up on this entry was because, like I said before, I'm not trying to take this long. I was only trying to take this for a couple points down to the retest zone and get out, because I knew, like I said, we're bullish. The only reason I'm taking this trend is because I want to see a retest, and that's it. I don't want to be in there for the long run. So guys, that's about it. It was 2 break evens, and that was our Friday day. 3 break evens, that was our Friday day. Nothing much, guys. Just remember, my strategy is just a momentum based breakout strategy, right? So I look for breakouts, and I wait for momentum to take us, and then I go from there, guys. Pretty simple. Like I said, keep your trading simple. Don't overcomplicate it. Don't do too much, because when you do too much, you get confused, guys. Keep trading simple, and that's the best way to do it, guys. Thank you. Hopefully you guys liked episode 1, and I'll see you for episode 2.